Growth Engines, Case Studies and Analysis of Today's Fastest Growing Companies. Written by Akdeniz. Narrated by Andrea Ericson. Preface. Although popular culture certainly has its favorites in terms of rockstar companies, some of the rising giants within the business world don't always get the credit or airtime they deserve. There are a number of recent growth engine companies that have challenged conventional paths to success and forged their own destinies through unique and innovative techniques that have resulted in huge success within a shockingly short time. This book pulls back the curtain on some of today's rising business stars and reveals what essential tactics they've used to reach such impressive heights. Some case studies included in this book are Lululemon, Alibaba, Carrick Green Mountain, Tesla Motors, Fuhu. Introduction. In the sphere of business, whether you are a one-man operation or a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, growth is something that is never far from the top of the to-do list. It is the natural path of progression that a business wants, increasing your loyal customer base, improving your infrastructural flexibility, entering new markets, diversifying your product lines, and maximizing your profit margins are all elements of growth that are essential for long-term success and perpetual growth. In the highly competitive environment of modern business, a common mantra is, grow fast or die quickly, and while that may sound dramatic, it is something that every business professional should remember and revisit. That being said, given that every business is trying to grow and the market, for all intents and purposes, is limited simply by customer populations, every company lands on the spectrum of success or failures in terms of growing their business. Inevitably, every business that lasts in their respective market for more than a year or so will likely feel that they are growing in a successful way. The proof of their solid strategy is simple in their survival. At this point, companies often become stagnant, satisfied with their pace of growth and their place within their market. In other words, they follow the "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" attitude. While this may keep a company afloat, growing at a respectable pace and balancing infrastructural expansion with demand, this is not the attitude of top-tier companies who never allow themselves to be satisfied with where they are or what they have achieved. Ambition and focused drive are the foundation of growth, and these characteristics alone can often push a company towards impressive success. However, ambition and determination are rather vague and subjective qualities. The real business success stories of recent years go much further, achieving an almost manic level of motion, progress, and flexibility. These titans of modern times are more than focused on growth. They are growth engines. Some of the fastest growing companies in business are those whose names are splashed across media outlets and stock market recaps, while others quietly make their leaps and bounds to the top of their industry largely unnoticed, choosing to focus on perpetuating their own success rather than ensuring that the world hears about it. Being classified as a growth engine is an elite nomination, but with tens of thousands of listed businesses operating globally and millions of other unlisted companies, growth engines are more common than one might expect. For the purposes of this short instructional book, a handful of diverse companies are highlighted and dissected to reveal what particular strategies they employed to achieve such notable success in relatively short amounts of time. A great deal of business literature has been written about growth, as everyone seems to have their own secret strategy of what works and why, but one often wishes that the flood of advice givers' wisdom could be reduced to a simplified and widely applicable method for success and effective growth. Fortunately, by tracking the methodology and progress of growth engines, overlapping strategies and commonalities become clear, logically suggesting the best path towards growth despite the inherent subjectivity of growth for the diverse range of business on the market today. Perhaps the best place to start in terms of big-picture strategies is a focus on sales, the art of the transaction. As this is the fundamental moment of profit creation and customer interaction, a significant
Sample complete. Ready to continue?